Hello there, running-ears. It's Manny again, and I'm going to try something a little bit different. If you notice, hopefully you do notice, especially for this part of it, there is a different camera. Let me know down below what you think of this camera. I'm going to try something out for at least this week, maybe next week, and then go from there. But we had a marathon weekend registration for 2026 this morning, and boy, it went pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. I did something different where I recorded everything as I was on the site. Now, a little disclaimer, because I actually have already registered as part of Club Run Disney. So I was just basically making this video to kind of show you guys what registration is like, so you can get an idea if you haven't already, or you haven't done it in a long time, or if you just, again, just some refreshers. And that's about it. Before we get into that, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna hit, and I'm gonna make a proclamation. We want to get to 2025 by 2025. At the end of 2025, we're at over 1,500. We should get over 2,000 by the end of the year. And thanks to you, keep commenting down below, keep sharing the information. We got a lot of stuff that's coming up, including Springtime Surprise, a digital event guide. I'm working on that video as we speak, basically. But let's move on. So first off, like I said before, I actually filmed what I was going through when I was trying to register, and with multiple devices, so forth and so on. So before I go over my reaction of what happened, we're gonna take a look at that. So good morning, it's registration day, and so it is about 8:27. This is when I start refreshing a little bit more. I got two devices, one on data, one on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's pretty strong, tested it out. But we'll come back shortly. I'm just looking, because this is when I start, really refreshing. I'm looking for the spinning cue or the walking man, whichever one you want to call it, whichever one it is. But we'll come back when we see that. All right, well, let's refresh here. I'm sorry, let's refresh here. And let's see. Okay, so the Walt Disney World Marathon shows register now. So we are going to click on this, and we're going to be, thank you for your patience. So we're in the queue. So the thing is that now from here on out, I can pick my race once I get in there. So once you get here, you can pick your race. So let's say you were looking at getting into Dopey, and when you looked, it wasn't open. So what you do is you just click on the first one, because you're going to have to log into your account. You can log into your account ahead of time and then go back. So you would have to log into your account. You're going to go and you're going to see your registrations or whatever you have there. And then you're going to have to go back to the Run Disney page. But because sometimes an hour or so has passed before you register, you're going to have to log in again. Once you log in again, even if you have to log in again, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to pick your race, so you're not confined to run the marathon, even though you clicked on it. But right now, we're at, thank you for your patience. It started happening at about 8:47. So 20 minutes and about 35 minutes after I logged in, 20 minutes since I last updated you guys. But let's see. So according to this, we got about 12 minutes. In about 12 minutes, and maybe sometimes a little bit before, sometimes a little bit after, we're going to be slotted. And so all of a sudden, we'll see updates. So we'll come back when we have updates. So just turned 9, and one of my devices, you can see it. It actually says I have started. So I'm in the queue. So 9 o'clock, so 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock Central. Now, one thing that I want to stress is I didn't refresh. Once I get here, I didn't refresh. My other one just went, and approximate wait time is not on. Okay, approximate wait time more than 1 hour. So you see this, and let me see my second one to make sure. And yeah, it's more than 1 hour. This is the way it usually starts. So don't get frustrated or anything like that. It refreshes little by little. So right now we're getting put in a queue. Within the next probably anywhere from 5-10 minutes roughly, we will get put in, and you'll see the time drop. Sometimes it drops very quickly, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. But again, I didn't refresh, so that's gonna let me piggyback. I didn't refresh. Once I get here, I stop refreshing. So now I'm in the, well, and again, it used to be like a walking man. It used to be the spinning cube, whatever you want to call it. So now it's just the line. I'm going to just call it the line of fury or something like that. So anyways, so that's it for now. Once it starts coming down, I'll come back. But it's 9:01 now. So in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes roughly, it should start coming down, and I'll show you how that works. We'll see you shortly. Well, it's 9:15 and all of my devices say more than an hour. I decided to add a third device and it's still more than an hour. From what I've read on social media, some people have already gotten in. Friends of the channel have gotten in already. Magic, great. You know, that's awesome. But just still waiting to see. Again, my guess is that, and I haven't even looked, but let me take a quick look to see if nothing's going to be sold out yet. That's the funny part, is everybody thinks it sells out in 20 minutes. And I've heard, you know, it sells out, you know, right away and stuff like that. I think the fastest I've ever seen it is 35 minutes. And yeah, hold on. I am looking to make sure, and that's, let me just make sure, 16 minutes in, and everything is open right now. Wait is almost over, but it's still more than an hour. So we'll come back shortly and let you know what's going on. So a little update. It's 9:30, so 10:30 on the East Coast, and mine still say more than an hour. Again, I added the third one. Now, I'm just for the record, I'm already in. I'm just kind of doing this to look. Now, the only difference is usually when I do this, I'm basically very dedicated to what I'm doing. I have one social media, but this one, I have multiple pages open. I have a lot of different things going on, like I'm checking, conversing with some of you guys about getting in, and would you be able to register multiple people. If you're getting in 30 minutes in, you're fine. You should be fine. Right now, everything is showing open. Just to give you a little update, more, you know, when it comes to like my thumb, my bar is about 20 to 25% in, and it still says approximate wait time more than an hour. Again, it could drop at any second now. Right now, it's not. Again, I'm not worried because I'm already in. I'm more doing this to kind of look to see what's going on. But again, even within the browsers, because there you can, if you have a lot of stuff that's open, it can clog up the space. And the other thing I thought of was, because I'm already in, my IP address might show up and say, hey, he already registered. So, you know, he's probably just trying to register somebody else. And so that's what's going on. But as of now, it says approximate wait time more than an hour, and it's now 9:31. Come back in a little bit with an update, but as of now, everything is open. And again, I'll give you an update shortly. Although we are a little late on this one, the 5K sold out at approximately 9:44 my time, so about 10:44 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we got an update. So again, it's 9:44. Mine are still showing at more than an hour, although one of mine is over a third in the line, and it looks like it's going to reach half pretty soon. But the 5K just sold out. Now it's 9:45. So at 9:44, it's sold out. I predicted that the 5K would sell out, and possibly I think the 10K is going to be next. I do think they have extra bibs for Dopey, so I think that one's going to last a little bit longer. I would not doubt it if it made it past 10 o'clock my time, Central Time. So about an hour afterward, between an hour and a half, I think it'll sell out. Again, this is... Again, I'm doing something totally different, because since I'm already in, I'm taking chances. I'm clogging up my lines and so forth and so on. Messaging with some of you guys, who got in. Congratulations that you got in. Alrighty, so it's 9:54, and we're about to look at this. And look at this. As predicted, the 10K is sold out, but so is Goofy. So I believe that, and I'm writing these down because, again, I think that, again, the Dopey is going to last a little bit longer. So I really do think the 5K and the 10K, I understand they're more popular. They're smaller races and so forth and so on. Goofy's, they probably don't have as many bibs. And if you go to the expo on this day, you're going to see that Dopey is going to have probably the largest, it's going to have the most stalls there. So after that, you're going to see the 5K, then the 10K, and the half full, and the Goofy's challenge. But as of now, I kind of thought that Goofy would go fourth, but it has gone third. And so I think that, oh, wow. One of mine has already dropped to 55 minutes. And let's see about this one. It's still more than an hour. So, but my other one has dropped to 55 minutes. I'm going to stay on as long as I can to see what is going to be open during that time. My guess is by that time, everything is going to be gone because there's going to be people. Once Dopey sells out, people are going to start moving over to whatever is left. And so we got an update. It's it is 10 o'clock here, so 11 o'clock, an hour after. So mine is dropping fast. It went online. I'm already at 30 minutes. And what did I start about 5 minutes ago or so? And so I'm already at 30 minutes, but let's take a look. Okay, we're going to start looking over here. We're going to refresh here. And Dopey's still open, the half and the full. So my guess is for sure, I'm going to guess that if I wanted to get into the half or the full, maybe even both, in 30 minutes I can. Let's see if it's dropping. It's dropping, just dropped another 2 minutes. So this is what I mean, that sometimes it drops pretty quickly. But Dopey to me, I said, I thought it would last over an hour. I thought the maximum it's going to last is about an hour and a half. So I would be pushing the limits of this. So, but let's see, because again, we refresh and we could see something there. But no, it's still sitting here. The wait is almost over. This one's at 43 minutes. The other one's at 30. So, yeah, it's going pretty good. Okay, and at the bottom here, you can see the last update was 11 a.m., which is 10 a.m. So 1 minute ago, 5K is sold out. The Goofy is sold out. The Dopey has sold out. And let's take a look, because according to this, the Dopey has sold out. But it's funny, because it's still saying register now. But if you look over here, it says Dopey Challenge has sold out, which is weird. I'm gonna look to see on my other computer, but so it was an hour into it. Let's see. It's still saying register now for Dopey. So these can be some glitches, and sometimes they have these glitches. But alrighty, we'll come back shortly, probably in the next 10-15 minutes, just to see where we're at. So, something funky happened. All of a sudden, when I refresh, it says, the Dopey Challenge registration opening soon. Okay, so let's refresh again just to see. But to me, this means it's sold out. It's not gonna let you click on. But if you notice, the half marathon and the full marathon are open. My spots are going quickly now, so my thought process is this is 32 minutes. This one's 18 minutes. If I wanted to, I could probably register for the half or the full. There's a good chance that I could get in to one or both. It depends. But it's 10:06. So the Dopey Challenge officially sold out. It looks like at 10:03. So you can see here it dropped to 30 minutes. It's still over here at 18 minutes. But I figured it would last a little over an hour. I figured the longest it would last an hour and a half, so it's already gone. Let's go ahead and update this again just to see. And I'm going to guess it's set. Now it's saying sold out. So it's now saying sold out. So the only thing left at 10:06, which is 11:06 on the East Coast, is the half marathon and the full marathon. And mine again is dropping over here. Yeah, Dopey is again going to be the most popular. and it's going to be the most abundant. That's why I thought it would last a little bit longer. If it was a few years back when it wasn't as popular and less bibs, then yes, it probably would have sold out a lot faster. But they got more bibs now that they carry. 5K, 10K, Dopey and Goofy and Dopey. I just thought it would be Dopey and Goofy. I didn't. I actually have said a couple of times I wouldn't doubt it if Goofy sells out before Dopey, just because, again, the limited amount of bibs that it has. This one over here is dropped to 15 minutes, and I'm going to just stay on, and this one is at 25 minutes. So I'm just going to stay on a little bit longer and come back and just update you on where we are at. So we'll see you shortly. All right, it's 10:09, 22 minutes here and 10 minutes here, but look at this. 10:09, and wait a second, let's refresh here. Let's see if the same thing happens, and the marathon is now sold out. So 10:09 is officially sold out. Half marathon is the only thing open right now, and I have 10 minutes. Ooh, I'm gonna see if I can beat it. So again, magical luck to you guys trying to get in. I'm not trying to clog up. I'm just trying to see, show you guys what to expect. And so, but let's refresh one more time before we log off this time to see. And half marathon is still open. Well, this is kind of funky because my tablet is the one that you're looking at right now is saying 10 minutes. And I'm going to wait. Dun, dun, dun. You just heard it. Okay, so it's your turn. Thank you for waiting. You're now being redirected to the website. So I am going to log off this once I get in there. So, I'm going to tell you what I see, and then, of course, I'll show you over here. It is asking me to put in my password. So right away, it's going to have you log into your system. So this is why it's really important to have a already be registered. Okay, so the only thing looking is a half marathon 225.15, but with the tax and everything it'll be 240. But it looks like all these are full, so I am going to completely log off here. Okay, and I am going to focus on over here. So we'll be back in about 9 minutes to see what is going on. So we're at 1 minute, and when I refresh over here, I've already logged off on my laptop. I am seeing that the Disney half is still open, so it's going to switch right now to under a minute, less than a minute. Then you're going to hear the din, 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 less than a minute. There it is. And then I will show you what I see, so that way for future reference you can be ready to register. Again, it's very important to have your account already ready, and it's going to autofill a few things. I'm not going to show you mine for obvious reasons, but I'm going to show you where up to registration. If you want to see the rest of it, obviously you can see last week's video where all the information is. Now this registration is going to be over very, very soon, probably within the next 10-15 minutes. And so this is going to be something that you could use for your next one, but it's still saying register now for the half marathon. So it is your turn. It's going to come. I'm waiting for the ding, ding, ding. Here it goes. Okay, so it is showing. Wow, okay. It is showing that everything's sold out. I was a little wrong. Let's see. All right, so it has reached capacity. So that means by 10:19, it was sold out. Yes, it's showing sold out. So let's go over here and let's refresh here, and it is sold out. If it was not sold out, I'm just writing it down. So if it was not sold out, it would have actually given me like it was over here. So I could have registered for the half over here, but I didn't. But so that's it. That's it for this part. So we will see you with a little bit of a recap. So boy, you guys got to see it basically almost live. A couple of times I remember I had to remember that I had to record twice, one with one camera and one on the screen, and so a couple of times I lagged a little bit behind, but besides that I was able to get the gist basically of what is going on. Kind of as I predicted, the 5K went first, 10K went next, Goofy went third, which I kind of said at times I wouldn't be surprised, but I did know Dopey was going to last a little bit longer. Now, I thought it was going to last closer to an hour and a half because they put a lot more bibs out there because of the run. So you're going to be able to see the people that got in, or even if you just go to the expo in January on 2026, you're going to see that lines, and there's going to be a lot of lines. So it's going to be up against a whole big wall, and you're going to see all the Dopey challenge people there. So they're usually going to have more Dopey bibs out, and so, but it went fourth, and then I wasn't 100% shocked, but I thought they would last about an hour and a half. Again, about 10 minutes earlier, basically 11 minutes earlier. So everything was sold out by 10:19 my time, Central Standard Time. So an hour and 19 minutes after it started, it sold out. I thought it was going to be an hour and 30 minutes, maybe an hour 35. But, you know, again, it basically went as planned. So hopefully you got in, you were able to see that. If you didn't get in, there still probably is some charities out there that are going to have bibs. And what I'm going to do right now is, because I am close to two of the charities, I know more of them, but there's two of them that I contact on a regular basis. So right now I am going to put Parent Project MD. So this is the email that you're going to email Nicole, and you're going to let her know that if you didn't get in and you want to find out what you had to do to get into Dopey, Goofy, whatever it is. But email her, and she is great. She's fantastic. She usually is pretty quick. The other one that I do is Kelsey's Hope. They're fantastic. They're always on the course. They're cheering us on. So I actually have a contact with them too. If you want to do Kelsey's Hope, message me directly or put a comment down below somewhere on social media, and I will get you in contact with them. Again, you got your pros and your cons. The pros with Parent Project MD, well, I'm going to start with the cons. The cons are basically you're going to have to raise about $1,000, maybe a little bit more. So it's not, you know, it's not a small amount of money that you're going to have to raise. And that's for Dopey. I should say that's for Dopey. If it's 5K, it's going to be a little bit less than that. I think it's about $350 that you got to raise, but there is a good amount. The pluses is that usually, not all the time, but usually they actually have a dinner, and it's usually on the Friday night before the half marathon out January, and it's usually at the Contemporary. I know last year they were talking about going maybe to the Coronado Hotel, but so they have a dinner, which is really, really cool, that enhances your experience, because they usually have Disney characters in unique outfits, which is really, really cool. So that's something that Parent Project MD does. And you have a amount of time. You got months to make sure that you get to your goal. And what I would do is, if you're going to do any of this and you have 6 months, then, and it's $1,000, then break it down to per month. So you got to get about $150 per month, whatever it is. That way you're there, you're close to it, so you don't have anything or very little out of pocket. But again, reach out to Nicole, email me, or message me, I should say, if you want to get Kelsey's Hope information, which I think they're already at a waiting list. So they kind of already lost all their bibs, or they've given out all their bibs. But how did you do? Were you able to get into the run? Comment down below. Again, the full disclaimer, I'm already in, so I hope to see you guys there. This past January, you guys remember what happened. I got sick, wasn't able to finish the run. So this one is going to be my redemption story. So I'm in for Dopey, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the course. There's a lot of stuff we're going to work on during the summer. So we got Springtime Surprise coming up in less than a month, in a few weeks, as a matter of fact. And we got videos for that coming up pretty soon. But I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Please comment down below anything you guys want to see, any questions you want answered. Please comment down below. And without further ado, create a magical day, create a magical run, and see you sooner than later. And guys, what did you think about the new camera?